Hi, everyone. I hope all is well. Happy Tuesday. I hope you are doing very well. Please excuse me for my face, but I am still recovering. I didn't really feel good today, even though I worked, but I did not feel good because of this cycle that I have. And every time when I have it, and then like close to the end, it seems like I always get sick. But despite my personal sickness that's going on. It's not COVID, so you don't need to worry about that. I just wanted just to check in on everybody, see how everybody's doing, how everybody is feeling. You know, we're about to climb out of this dark time, but some stuff is just still not over yet, but we're out of this nightmare. This 4-year nightmare that we all had to endure, and not just the country but the world, because we're in an embarrassment to the world. So I'm sorry I'm fixing up myself, but I am still feeling a little under the weather. So here we are. But before I get into what to expect, and hopefully everybody's open-minded, so we have new COVID cases. So global cases confirmed, we have over 96,142,794. That's the whole entire world. The global death toll is at 2,056,241. U.S. confirmed cases, we are at 24,246,230. And the U.S. death toll, we hit the 400,000 milestone. So we're at 401,553. And of course, like I said, we ain't got no national strategy, but that will all happen, and all of that will change as of 12:01 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, when we inaugurate the oldest president and the second Catholic, which is Joseph Robinette Biden, as the president of the United States, and inaugurate the first woman, Black and Southeast Asian woman, Kamala Devi Harris, as our vice president of the United States. So we have a national strategy. That's one. We have a science team. We have a COVID team. We got a health team. We have basically everything is in place. It's just people got to get confirmed. The cabinet positions, people actually got to get confirmed. But the staffing positions, those are in place for this administration. So we have experienced people in this administration from different sides of the ideological spectrum. But what's in common is the fact that we have experienced people that will get a handle on this global health crisis that we have. It's not just only a national crisis, but it is a global crisis too, because COVID is in 191 countries. 191. And that's why we almost have 100 million cases of COVID. And the whole goal of this administration, what they're going to do, I believe their first year of the first term, is to decrease the amount of cases that we have, bend the curve, flatten the curve, continue to follow the science, follow the data, follow the metrics of this virus. So I think on the first couple of days, it's going to be a lot of reversals on Donald Trump's executive order, of course. That includes on immigration. That includes, deferring student loan payments for students to pay loans because that expired at the end of this month. Extend the eviction moratoriums, all of that. And also to come up with new COVID relief. The $1,400, and also there's going to be the $2 million probably per month. So we have to see how all of this does play out from this administration per se. Everybody has something to say. Every pundit from different sides of the ideological spectrum, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, or independent, whether you're a centrist, whether you're a liberal, whether you're a progressive, whether you're a conservative, or just straight up extremist crazy. Everybody has a freaking opinion about this upcoming administration that didn't even reach the White House yet. So let's see how this 100 days is. But I'm pretty sure a lot will get done within 100 days than the previous the previous administration, as I say. Because this outgoing, disastrous resident and his administration didn't do nothing. What they have done is undo everything that his predecessor has set forward in order to the country to progress. We took many steps back. So what was done in 4 years is going to take more than just this term and more than in the next 2 presidential terms. It's going to take about 12 to 16 years to fix. The COVID response is just the piece of that, which that was an icing on the cake. You got the racial reckoning. You got the environmental justice and environmental issues. You have health care. You have education. You have infrastructure. Agriculture, which agriculture and infrastructure, that's part of economics. So you have all of these problems that has to be addressed, hopefully within these 4 years, but it's all not going to get done in 4 years. A divided nation, that's going to take definitely more than 4 years. So there's a lot of work that this administration has to be done. And everybody's expecting overnight in this country. That's not going to happen. So sorry to burst some of y'all bubbles, but it is what it is. You got a problem with it? I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. I don't expect overnight change, but I do expect some progress. And I don't expect a full 180. I just expect gradual steps, gradual progress from this particular administration, which I know that's going to get done. But in the meantime, there were confirmation hearings on Capitol Hill. It seemed like the Republican GOP, God, I'm losing my words. The GOP senators have changed their tune. Some of them have changed their tune for the most part. After all the backbending they have done for Donald Trump, now they want to be civil. Yeah, okay, whatever. And of course, you have Joshua David Harley and Rafael Edward Cruz, who are still in the Senate, which I don't understand why the hell they're still there. But I hope Charles Schumer, aka Chuck Schumer, as his first day as a Senate Majority Leader, to have a Senate vote to expel both Joshua David Harley and Rafael Edward Cruz, because they were part of the incitement of this insurrection that happened. Donald Trump had accomplices, and those two were the accomplices. If they get expelled from the Senate, I'm pretty sure the other congressional folks, one that gave a tour in the House, will be expelled and charged and convicted. As well as the GOP senators, like, that needs to be expelled as well. They can get charged and convicted too. But justice needs to be handled with that, because that is unacceptable, that is criminal, and that is unprecedented. Now, if this was the other way around, the Republicans will call for the Democrat senators or Democrat congressional representation or representatives, to be expelled from Congress. They would have. So it's not okay for the Republicans to stay in their position. They need to go. They need to go and be arrested and convicted, because that's a crime. What else is to cover? The Democrats may be unified right now, But we still have to worry about some of these progressives. And I'm not talking about the ones in Congress. I'm talking about the outsiders. The socialists. They were mighty quiet today. Very, very quiet. And why? Because what is there to say about this upcoming administration? They haven't even reached the White House yet. And there's a lot of agendas that they're already putting forth. And there's going to be more within the first 100 days. It's a lot of cleanup to do. Donald Trump made a mess on many supermarket aisles. So there's a lot of mess they have to clean up on many aisles. But of course, these so-called progressive outsiders, not in Congress, continue to be a pain in the ass. They're not advocating for anything that will bring progress or change as they think they are doing. Because what they're doing is just being a distraction. And to the progressives in Congress, the only people you should listen to is your constituents. Because they are the ones that vote you in there, and they're the ones that can vote your ass out. And some of the progressives who were reelected to Congress did not get a big chunk of the vote. One got 70%, one got 64%. Those are not big turnout rates if your district is very liberal or very progressive or very blue. It's just not. So my suggestion to you is to listen to your constituents. Hold town halls, virtual town halls. Everyone got some kind of internet. They got a phone, they got a tablet, they got a iPad, they got a computer, a Chromebook, or whatever, and they can, address their questions to you on what is getting done in Congress. How is it affecting my district? So that needs to happen. So listen to your constituents. Don't listen to the agitators on the outside, because they're the ones that are not helping you. They don't live in your district. They live in a suburban district. And they're not your constituents. They're not. And to you outside agitators, you disgruntled progressives, Bernie Sanders did not win the primaries. He's still in the Senate. He is still there. I don't know, it's to 2022, 2024, 2026. He's still there. And that was his last hurrah running for president. If he tried to run again, he will be in his mid-80s. And it's not going to happen. Stop wishing and hoping and praying. And continue to do your podcasts and continue to do whatever. Stay out of politics. Stop trying to be a distraction. You're not helping the cause. You're more so pooping on it. You're not an ally. You're a privileged ass, racist piece of shit. And to your black allies in your little clique, your cult, whatever it is, y'all nothing but tap dancers. Comparing these old ass white men to people like Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. How disrespectful. But you guys can go and grift and do whatever, because if you try to insult this administration, it's not going to work for you. You're going to be out of a job and out of business. And not just leave it as that. Now to the conservatives the conservatives, MAGA ilk, Fox News, whatever. Your man is going out like a sucker, like a punk. He's going to Palm Springs. And I hope he stay down there. The only time he should come back up this way is to meet with my AG. Because his ass is going to get held up on those state charges. Because they're serious here. And that's, most of it is nonprofit. And I suggest that you don't make up no shit about this administration. Because there's nothing to say. Nothing else. So continue to just be deplorable as you are. But until then, I'm tired. I'm still feeling sick, not feeling good. But you have a good night. Talk to you soon.